Search volume is actually growing. Looking at the combined total of traditional searches and AI queries globally, daily searches are up 26%. But if you manage a website, you know exactly what the immediate pain point is. Organic web clicks and referral traffic are steadily dropping. You have a larger audience making more searches, resulting in fewer visitors arriving at your domain. This graph shows the exact problem. The top line traces rising total queries against plummeting external clicks, leaving an 80% zero-click gap. When an AI overview appears, organic click-through rates fall from 15 down to 8%. Users are swapping multi-step browsing for single-step resolutions. They ask a question, the AI reads the top 10 pages, and it hands them the summary. They get what they need, and they leave. To survive this, marketers know they have to pivot to generative engine optimization, or GEO. But there is a costly misconception that GEO simply means getting your brand mentioned inside ChatGPT. Treating all AI chatbots as equal traffic sources is a mistake. The search ecosystem is bifurcating. If you optimize for the wrong platform, you will burn your budget without generating a single new visitor. ChatGPT operates at a massive scale. It handles roughly 1.6 billion search equivalent queries every single day. This comparison matrix reveals a severe traffic trade-off. Despite its massive user base, ChatGPT sends 190 times less traffic to websites than Google. Highlighting the ChatGPT column exposes why. It's a closed-loop system, reliant on third-party indexes like Bing, lacking mechanics to drive outbound citations. That closed-loop design sits in stark contrast to citation-first engines like Perplexity, Claude, and Google Gemini, which are built specifically to pull from the open web. Shifting the highlight to the Perplexity column shows its back-end advantage. It runs a live web crawl at the sub-document level, reading paragraphs instead of just whole pages, and is structurally built to link out to those sources in every response. Perplexity has a fraction of ChatGPT's total user volume, but its architecture drives 3 to 5 times more actual website traffic per query. Google Gemini is rapidly consolidating power. Thanks to deep integration into the Google ecosystem, Gemini actually overtook Perplexity as a traffic source in early 2026. The resource allocation trade-off is clear. If your goal is actual inbound clicks, stop spending money trying to capture mindshare in closed-loop language models. Instead, you need to target citation-first engines. Ranking on these citation-first platforms means throwing out the traditional SEO playbook. The rules for visibility have completely flipped. Historically, a high-quality backlink to your domain was the strongest signal of authority you could get. Today, the traditional backlink is losing its power. This quadrant chart maps the new hierarchy. Off-site brand mentions now outweigh traditional backlinks 3 to 1. Isolating the top left quadrant for high citation weight and low control reveals where AI models pull facts. Half of citations originate from user-generated communities like Reddit and Wikipedia. The math heavily favors third parties over owned domains. Your brand is 6.5 times more likely to be cited by an AI through a third-party engine than from a page on your own website. There is also a strict freshness requirement. If a page hasn't been updated in the last quarter, it is highly likely to be dropped from AI citation indexes entirely. The trade-off is control. You have to sacrifice the comfort of managing the message on your own domain and focus your resources on engineering trust and consensus on third-party platforms you do not control. If you operate a brick-and-mortar or local service business, the game is entirely different. Your primary currency is direct local leads and foot traffic, not national visibility. Local AI algorithms run on a proximity-first override. When a user searches with local intent, the AI completely ignores national brand authority and blog content. This Los Angeles map shows the local pack algorithm prioritizing geographic closeness, filtering out distant competitors regardless of their SEO budget. Adding the local services ads layer reveals a separate system. This matching layer requires verification, placing approved firms above all organic AI results. Below the ads, the Google Business Profile Ranking AI takes over. It scores local firms purely on the completeness of their profile, how recent their reviews are, and their message response rates. Local businesses must trade national content ambitions for hyper-local profile hygiene. Investing heavily in complex AI optimization is useless if your local proximity signals are weak. Seeing your raw traffic numbers drop is anxiety-inducing, but lower volume is the new reality of the ecosystem, not necessarily a failure of your strategy. This side-by-side funnel visualization explains the massive conversion upside that offsets the zero-click crisis. Traditional organic search brings in high volume, but converts at just 2.8%. AI-referred traffic is a much narrower funnel, but it converts at an astonishing 14.2%. This 2026 Visibility Scorecard highlights what to track moving forward. Traditional metrics like organic traffic and click-through rate must be retired immediately. Your new definitive measures of visibility are AI share of voice and brand mention rate. You must know how often AI recommends you. As a byproduct of securing strong AI citations, you will see your branded search volume and direct traffic naturally rise. These metrics catch the real value that traditional organic tracking misses. Winning the digital landscape in 2026 requires accepting a steep drop in raw clicks. You have to measure success by hyper-qualified conversions and the trust you build within third-party AI platforms.